so many guys have hang-ups and struggles is they're not comfortable with their dark side. They're not comfortable with the fantasies that they have. Maybe they have a fantasy that they think is wrong, or maybe they think of something that, maybe not appropriate to your mom, what your mom would like, or maybe you are really kinky and you're into something and anything that you feel that guilt or shame or anything anything that might be inappropriate. That is really the biggest thing that you can do is find one thing in your life that you have that unconditional love for. Go to that feeling place. Spend some time quiet by yourself. Go to that feeling place. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself holding that goat, or for me, like it's holding my son. And or it's holding my younger son, like just in bed, or it's holding my older son just doing something and just laughing until we're crying or whatever. Just really feeling that unconditional love. And then once you're in that feeling place, go to your darkness, and whatever it is, the darkness that you have within, anything that you have. Maybe it was a bad thought. Maybe you did something really fucked up that you're holding on to from the past, or something fucked up that somebody did to you. Go to each and every one of those and just kind of give that experience love. Maybe it was something that happened in your childhood that kind of just fucked you up. Maybe you were abused or sexually molested, or maybe some big bully fucking took your lunch pail. Go back to that moment in time and send love to that bully. Send love to that person that hurt you. Send love to that person that did wrong to you. Don't even do that. Not only do you do that, but send love to that kid that you were. In other words, I had the experience where I was, it was a terrifying experience. I was in the middle of a field. A kid comes up and, hey, give me your lunch money. And he starts pushing me around because I told him no. And, and then, of course, I was like 7 or whatever. And my sister and I took off running, crying. If I was to do this, I'm going to go into my mind. I'm going to go in and visualize my son now, something that gives me, that I just feel that unconditional love for. Then I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to go to that scenario. I'm going to visualize it from a bird's eye view. I'm going to give love to that bully, to that guy, that kid that pushed me. And then not only am I going to do that, I'm going to go and I'm going to look at me, and the little me, the child version of me, and I'm going to give him that same level of love and acceptance and unconditional just peace and acceptance in that moment, and just let him know that it's okay. And that will give you so much freedom, internal freedom, and it's like taking 1,000 pounds of weights off your back. It's all about being free and really liberated from all these things, the conditioning from your past. So yeah.
When you were talking about that exercise and how you pictured your younger son, I recently when I started accepting myself and everything, it was so hard for me to accept my dark side. It was so hard for me to accept my ego. And all the stupid, thoughts that came up, like that I would judge as being stupid or nasty or dark. So to accept them, I came up with an image, which was this baby goat that was born last week. And this baby goat is the cutest goat you've ever seen, like that I've ever seen. And I work with a lot of goats. I work with 50 goats. So whenever I pick this baby up, every morning I pick him up, put him aside, whatever. When I look him in the eyes, when I'm holding him, it gives me so much peace. Like I look at him and say to myself, like, no matter what this goat ever does to anyone or me, I can never hate him. Like, there's so much unconditional love.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that a few days later that this is what unconditional love is like. So I took that feeling and I started incorporating that feeling when I'm talking to myself, and I bring that image up over and over, and I took some pictures of him. Whenever I can't go to that feeling place, I just look at the picture and remind myself, and that feeling comes back. And that feeling of unconditional love is just like everything I ever want in life, for myself and for everyone. And I started giving that to people. Like, now when I go out, I visualize that and I give that feeling to people.
Yeah. And
I'm like, it's not for me to judge how they are reacting to me. Like, they can not like me, or they can be having a bad day, or they might not even look at me. They might ignore me. But I want to give that unconditional love, because when I do that, it's the best feeling in the world. It's better than sex. It's better than anything I've ever experienced. Like, let's say I talked to someone and I was so in my head, and then I acted a certain way, like a girl, let's say. When I do go back to thinking about it, like, oh man, I was so like dumb, in that moment, and I acted just like my past or whatever. I still go back and accept that. I say, I actually talk to myself like my son. Like, I say, you're my son. Like, I accept you no matter how many failures you have, no matter what, how dumb you looked. I accept you and I love you. And I can go back to that visualization of that little baby goat every time, and it's so peaceful. It's I recover way better than I used to, because used to I fight myself and say like, oh, you're a dumbass. Like, how could you say these things to her? Like, you sounded just like a, like some boring guy, this, that. Now, whenever I catch myself doing that, I fully accept it, because I say to myself, no matter the ugliest side of me, or the most boring side of me, and whatever the most pathetic side, I still accept it, because you are a part of me, and you're like my son that I love unconditionally. There's no way I can't love you. No matter who has what kind of judgments of me, I still love you. Mm-hmm. And I accept you. And you can fuck up as many times as you want. I'm here. And that has allowed me to go out and do whatever I want, really,
Hey, buddy, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm posting videos more frequently now, so if you feel you got some value out of that and would like to check out some of my other stuff, be sure to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and don't forget to click on that little bell icon on your screen so you can get a notification the next time I post a video. Also, if you'd like more information on how to attract women naturally using the laws of attraction, be sure to check out my 6-step manifestation series below in the description. For a limited time, I'm giving it away absolutely free. Inside, I'll show you the exact 6 steps that I personally use to attract women to me over the last 20 years.